Hello students, this is Pooja from KK Coaching Classes. Today I am going to start Bio series for 10th class by LAKHMIR SINGH and MANJIT KAUR. Okay, we will start from the nutrition. In previous lectures, in my previous videos, I have already told you about autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition. Today we are starting with heterotrophic nutrition with its subtypes, right? So what is heterotrophic nutrition? The heterotrophic nutrition is the nutrition in which an organism can obtain its food from other organism. It doesn't prepare its food itself, right? So heterotrophic nutrition is of three types. First is saprotrophic nutrition, second is parasitic nutrition, third is holozoic nutrition, right? First we will discuss saprotrophic nutrition. What is saprotrophic nutrition? As the name indicates, sapro means rotten food. Okay, the organism takes its nutrition from the rotten material. It may be dead animal, dead plant, or rotten food or food, anything. Okay, so saprotrophic nutrition is that nutrition in which an organism obtains its food from decaying organic matter of dead plants, dead animals, and rotten bread, food or fruit, anything. Okay, so sapro means rotten. So saprophytic organism draws its food from rotting wood of dead and decaying trees, rotten leaves, dead animals, and household waste like rotten bread, rotten milk, rotten curd, rotten food, any item, rotten fruit, anything you can add in the list. Okay, the organisms having saprotrophic mode of nutrition are called saprophytes, and those organisms who take their food in this way are called saprophytes. Okay, we can now say that saprophytes are the organisms which obtain their food from dead plants like rotten leaves, dead and decaying animal bodies, and other decaying organic matter like rotten bread, etc. Okay, so fungi means bread mold can be included in this list. Mushrooms and yeast are included in this list. Fungi. Okay, all these are the examples of the fungi: mold, bread mold, mushrooms and yeast. And many bacteria are saprophytes. We know that fungi and bacteria are kind of plants. These can be placed in category of plants, fungi and many bacteria. So we can also say that saprophytes are the plants which feed on dead and decaying organic matter. Okay, how they take the nutrition? They break down the complex food into simpler substances so that they can take the nutrition, and this process occurs outside their body. The saprophytes break down the complex organic molecules present in dead and decaying matter and convert them into simpler substances outside their body. These simpler substances are then absorbed by the saprophytes as their food. And when they convert these complex substances into simpler one, these simpler substances are absorbed by the saprophytes as their food. They don't have digestive system. Okay, the saprotrophic nutrition is also known as saprophytic nutrition, right? So I hope you got this topic, saprotrophic nutrition. Next is parasitic nutrition. What is parasitic nutrition? The difference between saprotrophic and parasitic nutrition is simple. In saprophytic nutrition or saprotrophic nutrition, the host is dead. But in parasitic nutrition, the host is not dead, it is live. Okay, so the parasitic nutrition is that nutrition in which an organism derives its food from the body of another living organism, and this body is called host without killing it. Okay, it is live body from which the organism is taking its food. The organism which obtains the food is called parasite, and the organism from whose body food is taken is called host, right? Who is taking the food is called parasite, and from the body he is taking the food is host, right? And host is live here, but in saprotrophic nutrition the host was dead. We can now say a parasite is an organism which feeds on another living organism called host, right? A parasite receives its food from the host but gives no benefit to the host in return. It doesn't give any benefit to the host. In saprotrophic also, it is not giving any benefit to that host. That host is dead actually in saprotrophic, but in parasitic it is live. So here we can say the parasite usually harms the host. The host may be plant or animal, anything which is live. Most of the diseases which affect the mankind or domestic animals like dogs, cattle and crops are caused by parasite. All the diseases, many of them are due to the parasites. Parasitic mode of nutrition is observed in several fungi, bacteria and few plants like cascata. The example of plant is cascata, which is amar bale. You have seen many times on the trees this bale. This amar bale covers whole tree, covers the whole tree. It is a parasite. Some animals like plasmodium, which causes malaria, and roundworms, which causes many infection in the animals. Okay, so all these are the parasites: plasmodium, roundworms, and one plant cascata, fungi, bacteria. Thus the microorganism plasmodium, which causes malaria disease in parasite, is a parasite. Okay, and roundworm, which causes diseases in man and domestic animals like dogs and cattle, is also a parasite. Roundworms live inside the body of a man and his domestic animals. These roundworms live inside. They live inside the body. Several fungi and bacteria and plants, cascata, are also parasites. Some other example of parasites are ticks, lice, leeches and tapeworms. If you see the ticks, lice, leeches, they survive outside. They survive outside the body. They live outside the body of the host, right? So I will conclude this topic here only, and for further continuation we will meet tomorrow with next topic, holozoic nutrition, right? Thank you students. Have a good day. Bye.